Jill's office provides friendly, professional receptionists for small business owners just like you. We can help answer your calls, and we can even schedule estimates and jobs for you. Try Jill's office today and get a $25 discount when you say Untrapped. Just go to jillsoffice.com.
I'm going to tell you this important story about the mindset of the money that you make in the business and pricing and your belief systems. So important. So I told the story before, but several years ago, actually when I first started my business, I got my first homeowners association, a bigger account, doing all the entrances and installing and doing landscaping in a subdivision. Actually, I didn't get the job, but I had customers in this subdivision and they offered me to quote on the HOA part of it, right? So I go do this quote, and it was like installing and removing plants and planting shrubs and installing some rocks and doing landscaping around these 4 entrances of this very nice subdivision. And I spent like 2 days straight combing through the numbers and calling around and getting prices. And when I did all the math, it came up to like $6,000. I sent them a very detailed, organized quote. And they didn't respond. And I started messaging them after a week or two, say, hey, what's going on? I really want the job. And they said, hey, Keith, we're just doing this out of a courtesy, but we just wanted to let you know, not only was your quote, we're declining to hire you because we're actually afraid that your price is too low and that you don't know what you're doing or you're going to mess something up. And I'm like, what are you talking about? My price is too low. Now, this is where the mindset comes in. Listen to me clearly. When you are out giving hundreds of quotes and meeting hundreds of customers and your fingers on the pulse and you're listening to customers tell stories about money problems and how they can't afford it and they're not hiring you and they want to go with the cheaper guy, you build an entire structure and belief system in your head and in your emotions that says that this is all that the marketplace can bear or this is all that they're willing to pay. And you believe it 100% and you will actually fight to back that up because you have real world haptic feedback and haptic data in the marketplace from real customers, hundreds of them over the period of 1, 2, 3 years that have told you what they can and can't afford, and they're not hiring you when you're raising your prices. You're like, this is what I can charge.
More of the Untrapped podcast right after this.
Hey, my friend, it's that time of year again, the 2022 Equip Expo, formerly the GIE Expo, the biggest green industry event in the country each year in Louisville, Kentucky. This October 18th through 21st, you can get 50% off your tickets if you go to keithkalfas.com/events, click on the Equip Expo link, and use promo code KEITH50 to save 50% off your tickets. Make sure you get your tickets right away and book your hotel right away too, because this event, thousands and thousands of people come, and it definitely sells out every year. You won't be able to get a hotel room if you book too late. So go to keithkalfas.com/events and go to Equip Expo and use promo code KEITH50 to save 50% off your tickets. And I will see you October 18th through the 21st in Louisville, Kentucky.
This is Untrapped with Keith Kalfas.
So I go and I submit the quote for $6,000. I'm like, this is going to be a huge job. It's back when I had the Blue Goose with rust all over it, and I, just getting started. I think it was like my second year in. And they said, your price is so low. And I was like, what? They said, well, the first quote we got was $17,500. The next quote we got was $15,000. Then we got one for $13,500, all for the same job. And then our lowest quote was so low that we don't even want to go with it because we're afraid. Was some other company, some little small fry company. It was $7,500. And you came in way below that at $6,000. And when they revealed, just as courtesy to me, they revealed their numbers to me, my mind was absolutely blown. I couldn't even quantify or pontificate in my head how in hell some company could get off crazily charging $17,500 or even $15,000 or even $13,500. Where are they inventing, fabricating, artificially inflating these numbers from, that they think that this homeowners association or these people are stupid enough to let them just all out stuff that much profit in their pockets. How could these companies have so much overhead to be? I did all the math. There was only $4,000 in total materials for me to make $1,500 off a job. That would take me it would have taken me like a week and a half or something. How can this company charge that much? I had no idea, right? Well, it blew my mind. It'd be like telling me the freaking world is flat and showing me proof type stuff. So, as years go by, now for that same exact job, I probably would be today at least a 13,500 guy. I definitely wouldn't be the 7,500 guy. Maybe 13 to 15 grand. 17 grand still seems excessive, but I'd be way up there. And I probably would have landed the job but here's what I want to go back to. Your belief system becomes so strong. Like when I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with my wife, we were trapped for 5 years paying off debt, rebuilding credit, trying to save money, trying to learn how to run this freaking business to get enough money to finally get the hell out of there and get a freaking 2-bedroom apartment, like a condo, and finally get a house. All of our neighbors lived in a 1-bedroom apartment because they were our neighbors. Like, when you're there every day and you're looking at it and breathing it and you're in it, you actually start to solidify this biology of belief that that's all that exists because that's what you see. Like, I remember the famous rapper Eminem said, how am I supposed to brag about positive when I don't see positive around me? Or how am I supposed to rap about being positive when I don't see nothing positive around me? So I want to implore you to imagine that there's an entirely different peak. There's an entirely different stratosphere. There's an entirely different whole new set of beliefs that are one breath away for you. And it's just outside of the vibration of your current reality or what you believe. And you're going to have to step out of faith, try something different, talk to different people, go to a different marketplace, change the way you offer your services, your website, your communication, something. There is only so much the market can bear. If you're in landscaping, it's a luxury service. It's tight out here. We're in an economic recession. This is all true. I'm watching my closing rate go down. It's frustrating because the last year and the year before, people were just throwing out money like candy. And it's different now. It's a different environment, but still, I just hope you catch my drift what I'm saying. I want to see you succeed. I want to see your business grow and prosper, and so you can have the business that you love. So if you're charging way too little and you believe that's all that you can get, just check your beliefs and don't listen to yourself. Or get around really, really hyper successful people who have abundance in their consciousness and they just have positive expectancy and they live and they breathe abundance. That's how you get that excessive cash flow and you get that money in the bank you've always wanted. You've always dreamed of having 20, 50, 70, 100,000 in the bank or be able to just go buy whatever you want. Yo, it's all about knowing your worth. That's what all this boils down to, is when you believe in your heart that you're worth more and you're currently not getting what you feel you deserve, it's because there's a worthiness gap. And when you start to really believe in your heart, it becomes solid and the line is drawn in the sand and you know that you're worthy to be happy, healthy, make the money you need to make, to be able to. Feeling worthy is the number one common denominator that will make the difference of where your life will be literally in the next week, 90 days, a year, 5 years from now. And the worthiness grows and grows and grows until it becomes normal to you that the things that seemed out of reach for you before that you might be upset about because they're not happening in your life like you might see that happen in other people's lives. As soon as those things are already done inside of you and you say, no, that's it, and it becomes normal to you to have the success that used to seem out of reach to you, it now is just normal, right? The law of familiarity says that no matter what you have, if you get, I don't know, a frickin' anything, think of anything, once it's there, it just becomes so familiar that it becomes the new normal, and then you get used to it immediately. Here's a quick exercise. I want you to imagine that You're living in the home you want to live in. You're driving the car you want to drive. Your business, your family, everything is the way that you really want it to be. Now just imagine that that's your normal reality every day, and it doesn't make you feel all queasy inside. It's just...
Stick around as Keith returns with more of the Untrapped podcast in just a moment.
Hey guys, come see me in Nashville, Tennessee this August 17th, 18th, and 19th at the huge convention. It's the biggest industry event each year in the country. Now, I think this is like 8 years in. Well over 1,000 people come here. But this is where the who's who of the window cleaning, soft washing, pressure washing, cleaning industry come, and now even landscapers coming to this event because the quality of the information and the people there that have people from just getting started to multi-million dollar businesses. You're going to learn frameworks, models, systems, protocols. There's so much knowledge and information at this event. They have something called breakout sessions. So there will be all these different trainings inside of all these different rooms going on where you can pick on the calendar what you want to learn about and grow and learn about in your business and go check it out. I'll be doing a speech there talking about social media and internet marketing and how you can use virtual assistants to help you grow your business so you don't have to hire full-time people in-house on payroll. Entire world of outsourcing. I'll be talking about all that stuff doing a presentation. You can come see me live. Joshua Latimer is going to be the keynote speaker. I mean, this is going to be an awesome event. Go to keithkalfas.com/events. keithkalfas.com/events, and you can save 50% off your tickets through my link. So go there, check it out, and I'll see you in Nashville, Tennessee, August 17th, 18th, and 19th at the huge convention.
Hey, if you're looking for what is probably the greatest software ever to run your business on, go to getjobber.com/Keith. You can create proposals, invoices, collect payments, even track your entire business directly on the Jobber smartphone app. And if you want to get a totally free trial of Jobber right now, open your browser, type in getjobber.com/Keith, and if after the trial you decide you want to sign up with Keith's link, you'll automatically get 20% off your first 6 months. So what are you waiting for? Go to getjobber.com/Keith. The Untrapped podcast continues.
It's so normal that it's borderline boring. Just imagine your life right now. It's normal. You'll testify in front of 1 million people your life is the way it is right now because you live it and breathe it every day. It's normal. Now imagine that the life that you want, let's say the next level, is that same feeling, right? Now if you feel a little disconnect, a little gap, but it's not. That's what's keeping you from having it, because your current vibration that you're manifesting is you're vibrating that blueprint. That which is seen comes from that which does not appear. You're vibrating that blueprint into existence. I'm telling the truth. This is the moment I can testify for other people around me that I know. Whoa. That was crazy. I've never seen that in my whole life. There's a Camaro next to me, and the entire paint job was it was literal gold with sparkles all over it. It was crazy. It must have been a vinyl wrap or something. Looked like a Transformer car or something. All right, so, and by the way, I'm looking at the road the entire time here. But the blueprint that's inside of you, when you feel that little anxiety gap, that's what's stopping you. I could give 100 examples of reasons why, but I'll tell you one thing. The moment you decide that you're worthy, it just starts to show up for you. And if you need proof, look around at all the successful people all over the place and the people that maybe have the lifestyle or the family or the things that you want. These people didn't... Gotta pull over. Oh, that was quick. These people didn't cross through a membrane from a different reality. They're not aliens. They're not better than you. They're not royalty. They're just people. And you're a person too. So you can have it. I used to drive myself insane because I so badly I would look at other guys on the road who drove a new truck, especially guys that were much younger than me. I'd see these, because I'm in my late 30s, and I would see these guys in their early 20s driving around in a brand new truck, and I would get pissed off and be like, how does that guy have that truck? Even to the point where the anger would be so bad. I'd never actually did this, but I had a red light or at the gas pump. I wanted to say things. I never did this, but I wanted to be like, how did you get that truck? Show me your bank account statements. Show me your tax returns. I want to see your credit score. How did you get that truck? No, come over here right now and talk to me and tell me the whole story of your life of how you got that truck. Are you better than me? You're better than me? You know why? Because you are better than me. That's what it is. The amount of anger and insecurity and jealousy, you might think I'm insane for this, but when you grow up poor with nothing and all you had your whole life was nothing, and then I always had the biggest piece of crap on the road. Wherever I was driving, my truck or car had rust all over it, broken windshield, bumper falling off, broken headlights. Literally, I used to get pulled over and get tickets and go to court, and I couldn't even afford to pay the tickets because my cars and trucks always had something broken on them. And I think I've had 24 cars, one after another. Just my whole life was spent just saving up to fix cars. Anyways, I'm just complaining now. But I think I'm done talking here. This where the rubber meets the road. There's this practical, tangible side of the reality that is different than the etheric side. The wanting, wishing, and hoping, and dreaming, and praying, and writing your goals, and doing affirmations is all great. But where the tangible, practical reality meets the road is sales, marketing, finances, bookkeeping, processes, systems, policies, protocols. It's in the commercial application of taking your hopes and dreams and you have to have a vehicle. The vehicle is a great job, or is your business, or is your side hustle. For what I talk about mostly is starting a landscaping business and leaving a job that you hate. Now the business becomes your vehicle to get you there. You need a vehicle. The vehicle could be an investment, right? Man, talk about vehicles. I can't. That's a nice Ferrari. Look like a spider. So you need a vehicle to get you there, because you can be the most motivated person in the world and highly intelligent and still be broke and have nothing and be depressed because you don't have a vehicle. Where there's people that are a hell of a lot dumber than you, as motivated as you, but they're in the right vehicle. Total success, at least financially and lifestyle, what I'm saying, because it's a structure. It's independent of your consciousness or your feelings. You need a structure in this world, and the structure could be a coffee shop, it could be a car wash, it could be a landscaping business. You need a structure that commerce flows through, and then once the structure is built, or the structure is invested in, and the structure is flowing and has leads coming in, is processing, converting to sales, then the order or the service is being fulfilled like a service-based business. There's a follow-up system. When you build a system and a structure, you don't have to have any emotions about it at all. You could just not even care. It could be a business that you have no passion about whatsoever at all, but it's just a structure that you built because it flows cash. You don't have to be totally in love with it. You don't have to be obsessed with it. It doesn't have to be your dream. You could build a structure and have a business that flows you cash that you can build, so then you can go do your dream. Your dream might be something that makes no money at all. It might be starting a nonprofit organization, donating to charity, helping orphan kids, saving animals. That might be your passion, but you build a structure. You get what I'm saying? So if you're in a business or a job or something that you currently... What the hell's going on? Pre-collision assist for no reason. The truck has this thing where anyways, it's a safety feature, you see? So you get what I'm saying? You don't have to be in love with it anymore. Grant Cardone said something interesting. The secret to get you to the next level, don't quote me, but he was talking about is to learn how to love what you hate. If you hate it and you're burned out and you're sick of it, that's the point that will get you to the next step. That's where your breakthrough is when you lean in, even though you're sick of it and you hate it, you lean in and push through to the next level.
I'm going to wrap up. Go to Keith Kalfas Untrapped on Apple Podcasts, and please leave the show a well-worded, positive 5-star review. It helps boost the rankings of the show. I really, really appreciate it. Hit me up on YouTube, Instagram, at Keith Kalfas, and I can't wait to hear about your success, and I'll see you soon.